Time is a thief that comes in the night and robs us, even the bravest and the best. These men, World War II veterans, the last of a great dying generation, came to SeaTac Airport to remind themselves that some things can never be touched, even by time.
I'm 88 years old, and so I'm at the end of my journey, and this is one more honor that I'm receiving from our people.
It is called an honor flight, put on by thankful souls to honor World War II vets while we still can, with what they call one last mission.
I look at all these old guys, and I realize I'm one of them.
This would be the first ever honor flight for Puget Sound vets.
I think it's wonderful that we're all here, and it's wonderful of these people to do this.
They were a stoic lot with nothing left to prove to anyone, on their way to Washington, D.C. for some unfinished business.
Very solemn ceremony, but something I want to do before I cash in my chips, you know.
They've been there, they've done that. Band of brothers.
Upon arrival, there were cheers, hugs, and applause.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The next morning, they loaded up and followed their escorts through the city to Arlington Cemetery.
You got to stop and think, I was lucky. I came back, but every one of them, there's somebody that didn't make it,
Forward. Oh.
They were there to see the changing of the guard at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Guard.
So it's moving. It's really moving. But, you've got to be proud of your country, and this young man standing right doing that. You've got to be proud.
The government was shut down that day, and when they got to the World War II Memorial, there was a protest in progress at the National Mall. But for this occasion, politics politely stepped aside.
Young man, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Welcome to the memorial.
They entered the memorial, a place of honor built on a foundation of incalculable loss. There was ceremony and then time for reflection for men like Henry Richmond, a Pearl Harbor survivor.
And I wondered if I would ever get to see it.
There you are.
There it is.
And Navy man Dale Knockin,
Boy, isn't this something, though?
who had a special purpose here.
But this is a story about Jack Cuniff. He wrote me a letter. It's dated November 11th, 1944. He was killed 35 days later in the Battle of the Bulge. And this is for Jack. So I'm going to leave it here somewhere. And they will... Yeah. So long, Jack. Now I've let him go.
70 years is a long time to hold on to anything, especially a friend. Ivan Larson fought in the Battle of the Bulge. This place was built for him.
Well, I try to forget about it, but it just never leaves.
And at the Marines Memorial, only one man got off the bus.
Oh, it's with me every night. I have nightmares every night.
Pee Wee Justice was there when the flag was raised on Iwo Jima, an event paid for with the blood of 6,000 Americans.
But I do want to say this. It took me 45 years for God to take the hatred out of my heart for the Japanese and the Germans. And today, I love them just as I love you all. Because God He made it possible.
Thank you.
Some wounds don't heal. Even time won't dare touch them. The homecoming was a joyous affair. Hundreds of people, music, an airport filled with honor.
It made me cry. It gave me a warm heart. Yeah. But this is amazing that people, because that's the thing that you lose, I think. People don't care. But they do. They really care. And ain't that something?
An entire generation is slipping away from us, but these men know at least that time will never steal what they did. The thief in the night is shamed in the presence of true heroes. Eric Johnson, Como 4 News.